So we're going to be playing a new character. We're going to be playing Ruins and Riches. I thought I would, or Ultima Odyssey, whatever you may know it as. I figured I would start a new character and try this again with commentary on a video, just to, I think it would give a different experience, and I'd like to revisit this game. So character name, let's just name him whatever for now. More worried about the skills. I want to do chivalry, but chivalry you can't mark runes. You can recall, but you can't mark runes. So I'm going to start with majory, and really healing is going to be the bread and butter of us surviving. So I think otherwise, that's it. You have to choose a third skill, but you don't really need it. I'm going to choose at least 55 strength so I can wear bone armor. Okay, and we're going to start. You don't have to choose a city. And this is an older version as well. Give me just a second to set this up. Okay, I've got this set up how I like it to look. So we started out, it says generic player. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it's unacceptable. Sartori. So he tells us about what we can do. Blah, blah, blah. So these are different options you can start out as. Like if you go over here, you can take this dark elf kind of path, and there are penalties and benefits associated with it. Like with the dark elf, you can GM up to 10 skills, I think. No, more than that. The default, I think, is 10. And at any rate, like this one's Life of a Fugitive, you can't go into town and things of that nature. That one's the Savage Land. So there's just various different things you can do. We're going to take one of these gates. You've got a lot of different options on where to go. You can just choose wherever to start, basically. I think I might choose Britain for now, just to kind of go default. I didn't really think this through. I'd like to have a horse, but I don't have taming. I don't have any money. So it's pretty rough to start in this game if you really get down to it. Because there's not much, they do not really give you much to go on. But it's really an interesting iteration of Ultima Online. So this is a single player game, or it can be multiplayer if you want it to be. Like you can set this server up and open it up and let other people join you, your close friends, your family members, whatever it may be. I play this a lot with my daughter. This is in fact our server, but there's really no way to tell that we play it. Because there's not a lot of permanent things that are done. Like I have a house and a boat, but we'll probably never come across that boat on this character. And we'll probably never come across, well, we might come across the house. But that's the only way to tell I've played this server. And there is another friend of mine who logs in here occasionally to do some different things or play with us. But on this character, it's going to be totally independent from all that. So we're going to not take any kind of handout, similar to my UO Let's Play. But I just wanted to revisit this single-player Ultima game. I do have a Let's Play of this up, but there's no commentary. It's still up, and it's still interesting, and it has quite a few episodes, like 30. So let's start out this over here. I'm not sure what skills I'm gonna want right off the bat. What combat skill? Let's drag this out. We're gonna have tactics for sure. I think we'll go parrying this time. And we might go macing, I don't know. But what we just received is cotton and flax, and that's really the only thing I can think of right away to get some gold. Because with 100 gold, you can maybe buy a weapon and maybe the worst shield there is. There's just not a lot you can get. So with the cotton, we can at least take that over here, because these vendors, they don't really seem to buy unprocessed materials like meat or whatever. I think you have to cook it first. So we're going to turn all this flax and this cotton into bolts of cloth. They'll buy also the spools of thread. So let's go ahead and turn it into cloth. Boom. So now we've got way too much cloth, 41. So we're going to sell a little... What? Well, I guess we're not going to do much of anything anymore. Let's get some scissors. There go my dreams. I don't know how the vendors work in this game, honestly. But they often do not want to buy that kind of stuff. So now we've got our bandages. This is our newbie handbook. You can read and learn a lot of things about the game. I'd say if you're starting this game, it'd be pretty critical for you to look at that. There is hunger and thirst in this, so that's kind of relevant. It does use ClassicUO, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but as you can see, I've kind of tailored it to look like the ClassicUO resolution aside. And there's some other interesting details we'll get into as we go, but first I'm going to try to find the weaponsmith. It's around here somewhere. I only know about really 2 of the towns in this game with any certainty at all. It's a totally custom map that this guy built. Let's see. Should we go macing, fencing, or swords? I like swords, but I did it before, so maybe macing this time, just to try something a little different. I'm going to use a one-handed, I think, and go with parrying. I just think you can't go wrong with parrying. So we've got all kind of fancy stuff down here that I'm nowhere near being able to afford. I don't even see a crappy shield. Okay, no, maybe this guy. Nope. Let's, no? Let's check the next place. What's this zebra doing? I'm sure I can't tame with 0 taming. It would probably be great to get our taming up to like 30 or 40 or whatever it takes to get horses. But you can see down here on this game, this type of game, it works just like later UO did, where you get lore even when fighting and things like that. So taming is kind of like actively gaining and also passively gaining. I do wish, you see how you can expand the UI features like the backpacks, containers, you can make them much larger. Unfortunately, you can't do that for the text. So I wish that text could be a lot bigger, but it can't. The best thing I can do really is put up a journal. But that's going to be tough to see also. But there's a lot of real estate here, so maybe it is okay. Get rid of guild. I do want to see client. Let's get rid of objects, maybe? No, we do want that. Let's leave that everything for now. So we ended up taming that animal. I don't think that's going to do much for us, but... let's see if he's got what I need. All he has are weapons. So let's get a weapon, I guess. Mace, 28. Let's start with the cheapest weapon available, because I'm telling you, 100 gold does not go far. You can't just sell feathers, you can't just sell meat. It's a tough situation. I guess I can't sell my claw. So I don't know what to do outside of trying to fight some stuff. I could go defeat some creatures at the graveyard, or try to. I don't know how well that's honestly going to go. And the reason I end up with Majory, in Arms Lore and item identification have a use on this, like you have to identify stuff, otherwise you're not going to be using it at all. Maybe we could take up tailoring, and you know, here's the problem though, is that we don't have any money to train a skill, so it's not like we're going to be able to do all that much. We'll see what happens. So animal taming is at 1.6, that's really low. I really want a shield, but I don't think I can afford it with 73 gold. They didn't seem to have anything like newbie available for me. So there's all these interesting NPCs in town. You can talk to them, and sometimes they'll talk about quests or different things that you can do. It's a really interesting world, to say the least. There's a lot going on. Like, it looks pretty alive for an offline game. So let's go over to the graveyard and see if we can manage a skeleton or something. I'm not so optimistic about this, but we do have bandages. Yeah. Poison. This is looking awful. I think need to go to just crappy animals because I'm probably going to die. And there are death penalties in this game. You do have a penalty for this. If you can't pay, basically there's a death tribute you have to pay. And if you can't pay that, you do suffer stat loss. They don't make you do it right away, and it's pretty affordable, to be honest. But it's kind of a hard mode, honestly. And that's without trying to go to Savage Land, so you can just forget it. So maybe let's try to raise macing a little bit. Now, there are counterbalances to this, like healing and things like that. It's pretty powerful in this game. Eggs. I don't know about eggs. And the problem with this, of course, is that these guys are going to die in one hit. I need to find something that's not going to die in one hit, but also can't defeat me. I honestly think a goat is too strong. But a mountain goat? Regular goat. You're not going to handle a regular goat. So the problem for a little while is we're not going to be able to... Okay, there we go. As long as we can hit it. So like I say with cloth, with leather, no one's going to buy this leather or meat, but I think if we cook it, someone might. Eagle is definitely too strong. Man, I'm really lost now that I don't, really hoping to sell that cloth. Maybe I can buy a sewing kit and start tailoring just like the worst item, just to have something processed since I have a lot of cloth. Which I should have put away because it probably weighs a lot. I might try that. I might try to get a sewing kit and see what we can do. But if we can get macing to 2030... Skill gain is pretty generous here. There is an online version of this, a fork, that was made based off of the Odyssey framework. And it's called Ultima Adventures. I don't like it quite as much. It's a solid shard and everything, like there's nothing wrong with it. But this one just has a more lonely, empty, single-player feeling, obviously, and I just like it for that. Something about it really appeals to me. To me, it's like a brand new... Oh, I guess there's some evidence. But I guess it does appeal to me in that sense, because it seems like a brand new single-player Ultima game. That's the best way to put it. Let's see, go buy anything. Of course not. Let's see what he sells. Bags. I'm not really in the situation where I can afford a bag just to have a bag for inventory purposes, so we're going to skip on that. And it's crazy that the butcher won't buy meat, but at the same time I kind of get it. Not a thing. What about this guy? Never noticed him back there. There we go. So with this, we can get rid of a lot of our cloth for now, because we don't need this many bandages, and make out pretty good with 550 gold. That's still not enough to do a lot with. Another interesting thing is clothing. Clothing has properties in this game, like it can give you plus intelligence or mana or whatever. It's pretty interesting. So the way the bank works is it's a communal space. You go inside of it, and every bank in every town is this instance, basically. So we have 600 gold. That's honestly wonderful. I want to put this stuff in here for now. I think I'll need it. Maybe I'll try to cook it later. I don't really know. I guess I will need to cook it, because you need food and water to survive. It's not for survival, but it definitely does play a part. So now we could get some armor, maybe a better weapon, a little bit of everything, just enough to get going. Now, I don't know how much a horse is, but I would really like one. Let's see. I can get a better weapon now. Let's go with the war axe or war mace. I think I'll go with the war axe. That's expensive. I'm gonna get the small shield. I really don't want to pay this much for chain. Let's see if I can find like a tanner or something that sells leather armor, something a little cheaper, because as you can see, even with that influx of capital, it's only gonna get you so far. I think the tanner is over here. And I don't know for a fact that he sells leather, but I would imagine. Yeah, okay, cool. So for a full set of leather, it costs 300 gold. 330. See, like you can see up there, they have resistance qualities. So on this, these resistances actually do they do have value here. He might buy the hides. No, he won't even buy the stuff he just sold me back, mostly. So I have 0 armor right now. I've got to take off my pants to wear this. So you can see all of those factors are being adjusted, like flame resistance and things like that. So that brings me up to 10 armor. And we're going to use the war axe. Damage, this is a real number, so 13 to 15 goes down to 1 to 4. This does 16 to 17. You get all the stats here, weapon damage, weapon speed, all of that's legitimate. It's exactly as it says. Where's my backpack? Okay, sorry. Just getting used to this here. Like I said before, I don't use ClassicUO much, just for this, or Adventures if I were to play that. But. So let's try out the graveyard again, but this time with some actual equipment. And we'll eventually need to make our way to Moon, I guess, and maybe join the Mages Guild. Yeah, we have no decks. We have... So we're attacking really slow. Our weapon skill is basically 0. But it's going up quickly. So we may get punished a bit for doing this, but I think the reward's going to be better off than fighting animals, because we'll eventually get gold in this. Now, well, I'll talk about it when we get there, I guess. Poison I can't do anything about. Not till my anatomy is much higher. I don't even know if I get gains. Is that guard? Yes. Help me. Guards. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. The guards are interesting in this game too, because they won't just instant whack you. If you're a criminal and you come into town, they will chase you right out of town, or take you to prison, or kill you. Come on. Of course some poisons. No! I should have waited for the bandage ticker. I don't really want the guard to kill him. I just want to not die. Let's see, do I gain healing for trying to cure poison? No. There we go, 1%, but I might die from stamina loss here. Yeah, poison's a big problem. And you can see it uses some of the newer graphics for some of this stuff. It doesn't really bother me like it would in a real UO server, because I'm looking at this as like I say, a new single-player Ultima game. To me, it's not Ultima Online anymore. This is something totally different. And I'm okay with that, you know, as long as I'm going in knowing that. But I really like the UO skeleton, you know, the DNA of Ultima Online, so in that sense, it's kind of exciting to me. And when I first played this game, on my first character, the one I have videos up of already, I had no idea what was going on in the game. I mean, I was just bumbling around for several episodes just trying to figure out what I was even doing. And at least this time I have a little bit better idea of the basics. Come on, I just need to get 3 hits on this guy. But, you know, at the very least, skills are going up, you know. I'm not sure what focus is. it might be, it's also got an extensive system. So if you don't know what something does, you can go in here and find out. Helps regenerate mana and stamina more quickly. So it's kind of like meditation for warriors. But yeah, so this is kind of challenging, just trying to defeat this corpse because of its poison. An interesting thing about it, though, I mean, I could go kill animals, but I won't even get gold at the end. At least this way, it's basically the same. I'm getting a skill gain, but eventually I'll get some money. Because what's the difference in killing pigs that you're not going to get anything for? Now, if I started with tailoring or something, which maybe I should have done that. Maybe that would have been the wiser choice, is to start with a craft skill. Lumberjacking, bowcraft fletching or something. I don't really know. I'm not an expert on this, and there's not a ton of information online. And honestly, that's one of the things I like most about it, is just kind of jumping in and playing this and experiencing the magic of it. The not knowing. Because with Ultima Online, especially playing like T2A shards, which is what I prefer personally, I play a lot of Second Age, I know everything about it for the most part. You know, I'm not going to learn something new, really. Well, you still learn new things, but I think you understand what I'm saying. The basic principles are not changing. This is like a brand new game. Literally and figuratively, it's just a whole different world. Okay, I think maybe we're going to get him this time. Yeah, I'm feeling positive. One more good hit. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Sartori. Nope. Nope. Let's get this guy killed. Maybe we can find a skeleton. Oh, is it alright? See, I gained armor and fame for that. That's really strange. Let's see what we can find. Just something without poison would be nice. Looks like there's a skeleton in this house. Hopefully they can't open doors. Guess we'll find out in just a second. Yeah. Isn't this the same thing, basically? Yep. But I feel like I'm hitting it a little bit more often. Yes. So, bronze, 40 copper, I'm sorry, and 26 silver. So it does have silver and copper in this game. Like, there we go, that's a sword weapon. Maybe we can sell this. So you see it has all these effects. Well, I guess in this case it's just wing speed increase and stuff like that, but you can get a lot of interesting magic items. And you can be wearing basically a whole outfit of magical stuff. It's pretty cool. So the reason I started with 55 strength is at least then I can wear bone armor, because I've made this mistake many times. Starting characters with less than 55 strength, and I can't even wear the bone armor I'm binding off of skeletons. It's a big problem. And of course, plate mail has higher requirements. I think it could be 60. It could be higher than 60. So let's swap this out. Let's see. We're at 10 armor. 11. So not a big difference. Some cool decorative bones. If you have a house or something. Oh, this guy looks tougher. Combat skills are hitting the teens. So this is kind of like the corpse, you know, if this were the corpse, I could take him out. As far as if the corpse were not giving poison, like these guys are not, I could handle it. So at least then I could back off and heal a little bit. Presumably. And there's also a crypt down here you can go to, where there's more creatures and enemies. And you can dig up graves in this. I'm not sure to what extent, but, like, for what purpose, but I know you can. But I'm alright with doing kind of poorly. Just want to get these skills to 20 or 30, and then I can probably start hitting them a little more often. But yeah, I mean, you can see, without healing, I'm not sure what you'd be doing. I mean, you don't really get newbie items like you get in UO. Like, if you start with Majory, that doesn't mean you're getting, like, 4 or 5 spells in the spell book. So, you can't rely on that. You pretty much have to take healing, you feel like, anyway, unless you're a non-combat character. So, and you'll see soon that I'll have to get, when I get magic items and things like that, they either require arms lore or item identification to reveal their properties. And before that, they're not usable even, I don't think. It's pretty interesting. And then we'll get magical clothing and other kind of things that give us benefits. Let's go ahead and take that off for now. This skeleton is harder than the other one because, I mean, he's just regenerating faster than I can kill him because of my really low macing. But we're almost at 15, we should start to see a substantial increase in capabilities here. If you start with 15 a combat skill, you're going to do really good. I just have a hard time starting with 15 a combat skill, even if I'm on, you know, UO Second Age or something, because you just get it up there so easily compared to other skills like Major, which can be tough. Man, this is terrible. Come on. Just hit. One more. Maybe he'll give me a bone chest or something. Oh yeah. Bone skirt. I don't know if that replaces my pants or what. So 11, 12. So it is better. Not much better. Now the crypt is a little tough. I don't know if I want to go down there. Well, it starts with a skeleton. We can handle that. I need to set up another macro too. It was just a skeleton, but it's not. Really need a horse, but I don't know how much those even cost. I guess I could go find out. And that cotton is kind of on a regular spawn time, so it's not like you can just rely on it for infinite money. Now, you could go around to multiple cotton fields, especially if you have recall ruins, but it's not the case right now. I'm pretty sure there is no mage shop in Britain, which is a big pain. And the inn works functions similarly to the bank in that it's instanced. It's one big shared inn across the game. Oh, I'm running past the stables, aren't I? Yeah. No, it's right. Let's get rid of those. Man, I wish I could just tame it. No chance. No surprise. 550. Hitching post for the house. So 550 gold, it could be afforded, I guess. That would be all we could buy just about, but let's see what we've got from gold and whatnot. I doubt we got much from those guys, but so we have 142 plus all that makes a total of 166. That's it. So the rest of those, but that'd only be like 300 gold. I'd like to get enough gold to get a horse, to go to Moon, which is the name of the mage town in this game. Maybe I could drop that one skeleton by himself. And there's also a newbie dungeon right outside of Moon. It's kind of tough for a newbie dungeon, but it is still a newbie dungeon. So the goal is going to be to get enough money for a horse, because we have our basic equipment, and then head over to the Moon, try to join the Mages Guild maybe, if that's even how it works. Not 100% sure. Maybe fight some stuff along the way, try not to get killed by dragons or whatever is roaming the countryside. Silver, a little bit of copper. Maybe we'll just sell our cloth. Let's just sell the cloth and buy the horse and get rolling. Because travel speed increasing is going to be really helpful. No murderers roam the lands. So the town crier will give you news and updates that are really going on by either yourself or whomsoever's playing your server. So you might occasionally hear the town crier talk about something that my other character has done, defeated a certain kind of creature, or just whatever. So we've got enough bandages for now. Let's sell the rest of this. 375. So that gives us 541. Oh man. Let's hope this silver and bronze is worth 9 gold. I should have already exchanged it, but I wasn't thinking when I was in the bank. Let's see. You have to drop in your bank box and double click it to exchange bronze or silver to gold. I'm still 5 gold short. I might be able to sell this leather back to the tanner. I wonder if I could raise my dex with musicianship with the loot. $20 gold. Perfect. Let's see how much they are. 21 gold. Oh. Yeah, there's like bard in this as well. You can learn songs and do different things. I really want this loot. Let's get it. Because I need decks. I've got 14 decks. There has to be something in here I can sell or do to get over this hump. Maybe I can pick up provocation. I don't really know. Maybe buying the loot was a bad idea. Tinker doesn't seem to sell anything. Carpenter is not going to want any of that. Maybe I do need to try to buy a sewing kit and just see if I can make something with this leather for this cloth, which I guess I don't have the cloth anymore because I sold it, but let's see what a sewing kit costs. They don't seem to have it. Scissors, clothes. I don't even see a sewing kit. Let's go into the basement. So a lot of these shops have basements with different tools and things in them, or different vendors. Basically, this is the underground part of town. Every town has this type of thing going on. Man, looks like I messed up buying this loot. I kind of knew that. I guess I could try to sell my tunic back as much as I want to hold on to it. But there should be some more cloth in Moon if I get lucky. And then we'll kind of bank on getting some bone armor. Yeah, let's do it. Let's wear a shirt and our bone skirt. Go get a horse. And we will head out to Moon. I might stop at you on the way. We'll see. But I definitely just need to move a little faster. That's all there is to it. Now, you can't take your mount into a dungeon, but that's okay. Horse. Come on, nice color. Where is it? Oh, it's in a crate. Wow. So now we can move way faster. Weight is fine, so I'm just gonna head out. Might fight some creatures on the way. See what we can see. So Moon is gonna be like north and west of here, pretty much northwest for the most part, but it's a bit of a jog. But if we can find some farms or some stuff, places that have cotton along the way, that'd be great. Otherwise, I might just defeat some goats and things. And there's a couple farms to the northwest here. Looks like that's just cows and stuff. I don't think I'd be able to sell this stuff, so... Another one up here. Nope. Let's try to take out this cow. Looks like they're pretty easy. I'm not going to take the hides for now, because I can't find anybody to sell me a sewing kit. But you might need to join the Tailor's Guild or something. I don't know, really. Okay, I think this is near U. U is like it's inside of a mountain range. Mountain. This could be it. Or we could be way too far south. I'll know in a second. Yeah, this is you up here. And there's also this cave. Oh, this is not where I was thinking it is. Okay, yeah, it is. So it's like a mining cave. I'm not 100% sure. You can place a house inside of a cave, which is pretty cool. And there's this grave shaft up here, or some kind of shaft, where you can go in and fight enemies. Let's check that out. I think these guys are way too tough. It says it's an easy dungeon right here, but easy is a relative term. I'm sure I could take out like the Mongbat and stuff, but yeah, I can't even get this guy. I gotta get out of here. Let's stop and check out this town U before we move on though. I don't know exactly what kind of town it is. Village of U. I know it's a smaller town. Guard. So that, oh, mage shop. Which I don't have any money, but let's at least look at it. So these are like, I think these things give you information. I'm not sure about the scrolls, like hidden traps. I could just tell you all kind of stuff. So I don't know what all these things do. These are 0 GP. I think it's something you can enchant, but I'm not 100% sure. A little confusing. So here's spell components, or at least some of them, and potions. Those aren't too bad on the prices. Here's some of the other components. We've got necromancy. And here are spells. But we need a spell book. I see a necromancer book. And this is like this thing here. Okay, you have to be part of the Wizard's Guild. But it takes you to the equivalent of a wizard basement. It's kind of like an instance thing as well. It's interesting. But it has a lot of different mage vendors there. Nope, no. Sewing kit, there we go. Let's see what we can make, if anything. I'm guessing this will be the easiest thing. 0% chance, need 52. 0% chance. Let's look at claw. Not sure what would be the easiest kind of thing. Okay, so I can make a skull cap. So maybe in the future, I can get some more cloth and use it for that purpose. Oh, he takes meat, okay. That's that butcher knife. You sure won't pay much for it, but I'll take it. So maybe vendors have a different chance to buy different things at different times. That's very possible. If he wants any of my garbage, or she in this case. It's buying. I thought I clicked sell. Take my torch. Winery. So I'd say overall not a lot I can do here, but it's interesting to know that they do have a mage shop. It's not too far from Britain, so if you did want to hang out, and there's another herb shop, so good components. But let's see if I can get a spell book in Moon. That would be really helpful. Okay. So use pretty much like the in-between of Moonglow and Britain. Dungeon Punk. But yeah, to speak to UO, I think that people will be taking this base foundation of a game and making so many different products, you know, free shards, single player games for many years. The bones of this game are just too good. all of the assets and whatnot. The unicorn. Oh, something after me. Head and shaman. Definitely don't want to get involved in anything out here right now. I think we're still on the right track. Like I say, this is the only path I really know is from Britain to Moon. That's really it. Everything else is very much experimental. Here's a skull partner. It should be kind of in our range. Maybe. I gained it at some point? From what?
He looks pretty good for salt food.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely feeling the lack of the tunic. Just need to get my weapon skill up, that's really all there is to it. Magery, mainly I want to be able to mark and recall around, regardless of the ability to cast other spells. But the way this game feels is really nice. I mean, you start out, pretty much even an eagle can defeat you, and it feels pretty good. There's a nice sense of progression in the game. And I think there's a lot more to it that I don't understand at all. Let's see if someone will buy the bow and arrows. And the gloves I'll take. What's that? 10 armor right now. So I was hoping for a bone chest, but that'll do. Just my hiding or something while I'm out here. I think I'm too far north, or maybe I'm too far west. This might be the bay near Moon, I can't tell. There is like a UO auto map type thing. Oh yeah, I'm nowhere near. I'm trying to go. I need to go way further west. I'm in a little south. Oh, dead pack horse. So you'll find these things like dead pack horses and dead NPCs and other stuff like that just kind of around on the map. It's kind of interesting. Makes it feel like people are actually out there adventuring. Take that, teleport going to my bank. You know what, I should be working on like arms lore or something. There's no long timers because it's a single player game. There's no point really to have a 10, 12 second timer on arms lore or whatever. Definitely starting to hit more as we head to 20 macing. Pretty nice. I was hoping with macing I would be getting strength. I mean, I got 1 point, but another skirt. So this is the bridge we want. This will take us to the landmass that has Moon on it. I guess it is kind of like a big disconnected landmass. And there's also some other interesting things here. There is Pegasus. There is... Let's try this one. There's a desert out here with a pyramid-type dungeon. And there's also the newbie dungeon I mentioned. Interesting that Archer AI moves away from the right. I'm so used to enemies just attacking you and you just coming straight at you. Maybe we can get enough gold to train chivalry or something. Get hungry. I wonder if I can fill my water skin from the river over there. If I have to use a fountain. Must be, what does it say? You can only fill this at a water trough, tub, or barrel. So, I'll have to do that when we get to town. Copper coins, another bow. Oh shoot, something's after me. Hawk or whatever. Let's keep moving. We should be able to see the desert soon. Somewhere up here to the north-ish. Probably should have taken taming. Yeah, there's the desert, so moon is to the southwest of the desert. So let's head through there. Some earth elementals and other kind of mid-level, low mid-level stuff spawns here. There should be a cotton field east of Moon. We're going to hit that up and see if there's any cotton. Oh, another pack horse. I don't know if we can sell that or not. 580 copper, that seems pretty good. So you can get these rags, like these containers of rags, and I think if you succeed on the taste identification check, you get the components. I can't remember. So here's another cotton field. It does have cotton. It takes a little while to respawn. I don't know how long it is, but it's pretty decent length. So it's not just going to be something you can constantly farm. And Moon should be right up here. Yep, little island town. First things first, let's head to the tailor. I'm not going to sell all the cloth because we're going to keep some for bandages. I didn't want to sell all the cloth to begin with, but... You can also shear sheep, that's an option. So I ended up with 15 bolts. See if they'll buy anything we have. Nope. Not a big surprise. I think there's an archer around here. Ranger. He doesn't buy or sell anything though. I'll buy my arrows. Maybe the provisioner or carpenter will pick up my bows. This could work out. I'd rather not sell the cloth at all. No. Nothing. Check the carpenter. And if not, that's okay. Nope. Okay. Can I just throw the bows away then? I guess let's try the weaponsmith just to be sure. Oh. Nope. Okay, let's check out the mage shop. Recall room. What would we want out of here? Not cure, probably. Maybe fireball, maybe poison. Yeah, that's a lot of gold already. But where did we get the book? Where do we get the book? Let's get these things and see if they help us. Paper dolls. This is what I already had, unfortunately. Weapons, armor, magic gates, magic runes, books of magic, simple spell book. Chivalry, samurai, and ninjas. Not very helpful. So it's just a general overview. Maybe, I think their inventory changes over time. So we might just check back occasionally and they may have what we're looking for. I'm gonna put this in here to start organizing my bank a little bit. Off in the top level. I think we're gonna throw away the ended up with 100 gold, not awful, but I think it would kill us to resurrect if we're in penalty mode. I don't know if we need this or not, we'll keep it. Hold on to the sewing kit, put the leather in here. Bread. Need to remember to, I should use the flax. Need to remember to, what was it gonna do? Water skin, I need to fill a water skin. Go find a trough or something. I guess it would be useful to pick up cooking in that case. There we go. So you drink the water and feel much less thirsty. Okay, well now we're at Moon, let's go check out the graveyard. Maybe we'll get lucky later and they can sell us a spell book. So I really need to be able to cast Cure and stuff like that. Oh great. Yep, about to die. Come on, live. You know you want to live. Yes. Man, there's gotta be a way to get a spell book. He identifies stuff. Practicing inscriptions. Knowledge is everywhere. Strange parchments, he'll decipher them. Research pack. Interesting. So I don't know how you join the Mages Guild then. Because if you have to be in the guild to use the guild thing. So one more time. It's hidden here somewhere? Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, that's so unreal that he doesn't sell the spellbook. What are you supposed to do? Maybe you can get one off of a creature? Why are these guys... I can't handle that guy. I guess I do, in the end, need to fight some animals. I could go to the super newbie dungeon. But you would think the graveyard would be easier, but all that poison and stuff, man. Unreal. Can't even take on a mountain goat. Let's see, the dungeon is right up this way. Giant rat, that should be fine. Maybe I can find some stuff in here that... Okay, that doesn't poison. Alright. At least he has gold. So maybe I can loot some spellbook or something. I don't really know. No magician. We are not messing with the caster. We can't even cure. Maybe I should have gone with chivalry, because then I could at least know where to buy the book. Guess I could always train it real quick. 300 gold or whatever. But I don't have. Guess if I sold all of that cloth I made. Intelligence is going up. Not exactly what I need to go up, but... Struggle. I don't know what the conversion rate is exactly for silver or copper. But yeah, in some ways you could look at it as almost a dungeon crawl. It definitely has those aspects about it, and the dungeons are labyrinthian in nature, like you see here, with a lot of these hallways and rooms and such. There's quite a lot going on in this game. It's a really interesting interpretation. But I think that's what I'll do. If I can afford to, I will train up some chivalry, just to give me the option to cure, even if it's just for that reason. The chivalry is kind of interesting. You have to tithe at the Ankh in order to be able to cast any spells whatsoever, and then it's basically, it costs gold to cast, because every time you cast a spell it takes some of your tithing points, and tithing points are directly correlated with gold. Like 100 gold is 10 tithing points, and the cure spell might cost 5 tithing points. So it's just a different way to look at it than regs. And there's other things going on, like I mentioned, you could play the bard and things like that in this game. Not that I've explored all that thoroughly. And I may pivot this character to something like that, we'll see, I don't know. Main thing I want to be able to do, as I said, is kind of get around, so Majory seems like it made sense, because with Chivalry, as stated, you can recall, but you can't mark, so... And there's no one here to mark runes for me. So up to 21 macing, 20 parrying, 12 tactics. So we're making progress. Gonna slowly but surely be able to fight more and more things. A little bit more confidently. This wizard is... The problem is not being able to attack often. We're just so slow in our attacks. Need to get dex. But I feel like it's not forthcoming. Maybe camping would be good, or is that better for strength and intel? I don't know. Music is the best known skill for dex, that and snooping. Maybe I should try snooping. And I probably should pick up some kind of crafting skill. Even if it's just store trained, you know, and I work on it as I go. I might have to run away from this guy. So I am going to need food source. So I probably do need to just pick up cooking. Yeah, this guy seems like he's unbeatable just because I can't hit him. At the same time, he's pretty good skill dummy. Got a strength, that's not what I was looking for, but take it. Yeah, I think it's like strength times 2 is the hit point formula for this particular game. It may sound like a lot, but really things do significant damage. If I wasn't getting so many gains off this, I would just go ahead and leave, but it's kind of at that sweet spot where he doesn't do a ton of damage to me, but I'm able to consistently get gains off of him. The stuff out in the overworld is so much more dangerous. I mean, you can run into dragons, you can run into these NPCs, just all kind of bad stuff that can really tear you up. I actually defeat this thing. He gained like 2 or 3 points in macing fighting this guy. I hate how he does the fizzle sound every time. Got it. 60 copper. Whatever that is, that copper or bronze? Yeah, copper. Need to keep working on my hiding skill. It's useful to have because I'm not going to be casting invisibility anytime soon. Let's see if there's another skeleton over here before we head back to town. There's a skeleton in there. Be nice when anatomy and healing get to 60 so we can cure poison. But yeah, if you go in here, skills, you can just learn all kind of stuff about this. It's really thoroughly done. I highly recommend you check this game out. Really well done. Well positioned as a single player game. And like I say, you can open the server, you can easily connect on a local area network, you can easily have your friends in other states or cities connect. There's nothing difficult about running your server, because you have to run the server to play the game anyway. It's as simple as double-clicking an EXE, pretty much. Oh, those guys are outside, that's why. I think I'll keep them there. So I think we'll end the episode for now, so we can keep these around 1 hour. But yeah, this is the beginning, just got kind of established. Learned some macing, got some basic skill gains, nothing crazy. And we'll do a little bit more of this, but at least we'll have the basics down next time around. Still going to be on the lookout for a spell book, anywhere and everywhere. I just can't believe nobody's selling it. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. But, alright, tune in next time. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff that the algorithm likes, and we'll see you on the next episode of this.